Hey, welcome back to the second draft. And fuck intros because nobody gives a shit because football is fucking back.
Welcome back, football. We missed you. What took you so goddamn long?
Fucking football. Oh. By the way, today we're drinking the Chronic Ale Amber Ale from Pizza Port, based out of San Diego, California. This is my second one, and I can say with a high level of expertise that this is a delicious amber ale.
It's yummy. It's not my favorite Pizza Port, but it's really good.
What's your favorite Pizza Port? They're kind of legendary in California.
They're just pretty much all their IPAs are nails.
They had one called it was like Dalai Lama or Guru IPA or something. But it was like $4 more expensive than the 6-pack I got, so I was like,
yeah,
something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So I have a cousin who is a assistant brewer at Prairie Artisan, so I'm going to try and get him to send us some stuff so we can try that too.
Nice, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
Right on.
So
let's get right into it.
Yeah,
because fucking football's back.
It's back.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do this every week, where before Thursday Night Football kicks off, we are going to offer you our picks, our very informed, very casual picks. So definitely
spur of the moment.
Yeah, bet all of your money on our picks.
Yes.
Because you'll lose all of it. It'll be
great. All that pool at work you're in.
Yeah, say goodbye to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may as well just even quit your job because you're going to be absolutely embarrassed.
There's a consolidation prize for last place. You've got it on lock.
Yeah.
All right, so first game.
Let's kick this motherfucker off.
Yeah.
First game, Thursday Night Football. Oh, it could be two.
So 2 days away.
It could be two teams that I like better, but it's still football. Who's playing, Paige?
It's Kansas City and New England. I mean, I'm not going Kansas City.
No, it's Patriots.
I can't. Yeah.
Please share your insight as to why you think the Patriots will.
Because Kansas City's not that good, and the Patriots are sadly awesome.
Eric Berry, though.
I mean,
he beat cancer. He can beat Brady.
You know, if that's true, like a cure for cancer is right around the corner.
Is there a cure for Brady?
Retirement.
I don't think that's a cure, though. I think he's going to play until he's like 50. And probably still play well when he's 50.
He's inhuman.
He is.
Yeah. He's impressive.
They lost
easily
Edelman.
Hated.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No more Super Bowl rings for you, Tom Brady. Knock it
off. Fucking break.
Let somebody else have a shot at it, all right?
These guys, please.
I know. The Cardinals
They
were
just
due.
want one. Yeah.
I know. Just one.
So you're going Patriots.
Patriots.
I'm also going Patriots.
All right.
Again, I think that Kansas City defense is decent. I think that Patriots offense is more decent. Even though they lost Edelman, they picked up... who did they pick up? Dorsett from the Colts in exchange for Jacoby Brissett. Dorsett's a decent wide receiver. He's not as good as T.Y., but he's going to be a good weapon. Anybody's a good weapon for Tom Brady. So,
the Belichick, their play design is... It's just whoever is on the field.
I mean, and I could literally be on the field and we
they could put a
win.
5'6", 140-pound chick out there and still beat the shit out of everybody. So
so I'm going Patriots as well.
All right. Next up, we've got the Jets and the Bills. I feel like this is going to be an excellent shit show to watch.
What time is that game?
It's on Sunday at 10 our time.
Okay, so that's the game you sleep through.
Well, I don't know. Will I be sleeping through that? No. Well, I'll not be watching that game because we'll be playing. Arizona's playing Detroit.
Well, I mean, we should still talk about the Jets and the Bills. It's a divisional game. It's meaningful for
Jets and Bills
for
fans.
the people who are playing the game.
Yes.
All right, you go ahead.
So I picked Buffalo for no other reason than I think the Jets are one of the 3 biggest dumpster fires in the NFL.
They're deliberately trying to be a dumpster fire now,
I think,
too.
Yeah. It's a race to the bottom.
It's like you thought they were bad before. Just wait till they put some effort into being bad. It's going to be spectacular.
So I think...
Is Tyrod Taylor going to play? He's questionable at this point.
Right.
If he plays, well, regardless, I agree with you. I think the Bills win. I think the Jets are just going to...
I mean, we saw what they did last year when we were there and we watched their game against the Cardinals, and that was just... It was a great time to watch them completely melt down.
I always love to watch meaningless scrimmages against the Jets.
It's a good time. Good time was had by all.
Everybody wins.
That's
except
right.
For the
except
Jets.
for the Jets.
All right. Oh, we forgot to introduce Alex, who's not here.
I know.
He wanted to be here. He can't be here. You might remember him from such episodes as the other episodes we did. And what we're gonna do
the ones I wasn't in.
You may have noticed by now that we're clicking up our picks up there, so we're gonna fit Alex's in. So you're going Bills.
Yeah.
I'm going Bills.
All right.
Alex is going. Interesting pick, Alex. Okay. What's the next game?
Next game, we've got the Eagles and the Redskins. What are you thinking?
Right now I'm trying to figure out who the Eagles quarterback is right now.
Or we can edit this shit out, right?
No, we don't edit here in the second draft. It's all live in the morning.
Carson Wentz, the same quarterback as last year, where they did spectacularly not well.
Well, they did good in the first half of last season, and then they just kind of petered out towards the end. Who's your pick?
Oh, you're phoning it in, man. I picked the Redskins. I think the Redskins are going to be surprisingly okay this year. So
surprisingly okay. They were surprisingly okay last season.
Right. I think the trend's going to continue.
So they're going to keep those good times rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's never a good time to be a Skins fan, but I think this is
Monorail.
Yeah.
That's the title of this week's podcast.
That's right.
Mediocrity Monorail.
I love that. Yeah. Well played.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to have to go, I think Redskins for the same reasons. I think as weird and doofy as Kirk Cousins is, I think he's actually a decent leader. I think he honestly deserves a better team at this point. I think at some point he's going to get it. I just don't see it with the Eagles. I don't see it with the Eagles at this point.
Yeah,
I was making a joke earlier about how I didn't know who their quarterback is, but if I'm being completely honest, I couldn't tell you who any of their wide receivers are at this point either. I know they had one significant free agency signing, but other than that, I don't... No, it's Redskins. Moving on.
All right, next up, the Falcons are playing in Chicago. The Bears.
Oh, that's who plays in Chicago.
They do still have a football team.
They walk onto the field in Chicago and every other field they play on. I don't see the Bears doing anything this season. I think the Falcons are going to compete for the division, the NFC South, once again. And I think this is going to be like an easy little warm-up for them. Falcons.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears, like, one shot at this would be Cameron Meredith, and he's out, right? So,
yeah.
Sorry, Bears.
No, don't say sorry. Don't pity them.
I have a dear friend, Wanda, who I love. She's like my older sister. And she's a huge Bears fan. And I feel bad.
I feel bad for her too now as well.
she doesn't have great football luck.
Yeah.
So
she's got 1985. She can always
best year ever.
Yeah.
I was born that year. Best year ever.
I mean, even the Cardinals don't have that, so Bears got something. They got a legacy. They don't have a present or a future, but they got a legacy.
They do.
What, Falcons?
I mean, the Falcons are...
Falcons.
Yeah.
Alex, what do you think? Interesting. I didn't see that one coming.
All right. So next up, we have the Raiders and the Titans.
Ooh, I'm going to go first this time. It's going to be the Raiders. I'm actually kind of high on the Titans this time around, though. I do think that the Titans are going to make some noise. I think Mariota's coming into his own. I think their running back situation is vastly improved. They've got some weapons as far as wide receivers. Defense is kind of iffy, but the Raiders are, I think, going to be a fucking monster this season. I think the addition of Marshawn Lynch may not be a huge factor on the field unless he surprises everybody, but I think he's going to light a fire into that team, and I think they're going to come out swinging, and the first victim is Tennessee.
Well, let's see. What did I picked? I picked Oakland.
Yeah, it's safe.
But I think that the two offenses are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are thinking DeMarco is going to come out and have a killer game. I'm not sure it's enough.
I think Derrick Henry is going to pick up the slack, and it might be enough, but not this Sunday. It's going to be Oakland. Alex? Alex. Oh, well, that's a surprising pick for somebody who hates the Raiders. Wow. Okay. Who's next, Paige?
All right, we have the Texans and the Jaguars.
I said who's next, Paige?
Okay, moving on.
The Texans. Fuck it.
Hands down.
I miss you, Calais.
I know. Pouring out.
Calais. Don't pour it out. I like this table. But yeah. Yeah. Texans.
And
like
I do have to give a shout out to ASU grad Jalen Strong. I think he's riding IR right now. But I still see some good things for him in Houston. Yeah.
So, I mean, he's on the IR, but he's got as good a chance as anybody on that offense to score points.
I think the only way they win is, the defense can completely shut down. They do have JJ back.
Yeah. Jadeveon Clowney's a beast. I think it's my main reason why I think they're going to beat the Jaguars.
Yeah. So, next up, we didn't really say anything nice about Jacksonville. Or really anything about Jacksonville.
Campbell,
yes, that's true. Yeah.
That's enough.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we have the Steelers and the Browns next. And
all right, so Le'Veon Bell he signed his franchise tag tender, so he's going to play. Next season is going to be a war between him, his agent, and the Steelers. But for right now, he's going to produce because now he really, really, really wants to get paid. And it's the Browns. So they cut Brock Osweiler.
They did.
So, I mean, when you get fucking cut from the Texans and you get cut from the Browns in succession, we'll talk about that when we get to the Broncos. But for now, Steelers are going to win.
I'm also picking the Steelers. However, as my team to watch surprise you for the year.
Don't pick the Browns.
I'm picking the Browns.
Paige has been pouring straight whiskey into her beer.
Yeah, this isn't whiskey, you guys. Or it's not beer, it's whiskey. And I'm already 4 deep. I'm not, because I just got off work. But
you are very articulate for somebody who's completely blackout drunk.
Oh, my God. I'm remarkably brilliant all the time.
I thought I was good at maintaining and putting the airs. Holy shit. Wow.
No, I think
she's going to go home and she's going to watch this tomorrow. She's going to be like, I picked the fucking Redskins.
What was I thinking?
I picked the Redskins too, though.
No, but my comment about the Browns, I think they've got Deshaun Kaiser. I think he's
an unknown quantity.
He's an unknown quantity who showed some remarkable talent in college.
Well, who doesn't show remarkable talent in college that makes it into the NFL?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Point taken.
Yeah.
But I think Isaiah Crowell, he's super talented.
I agree there. Yeah.
They've made some massive improvements to their offensive line.
They got rid of Brock Osweiler. And
they got rid of Brock Osweiler. And they picked up, another shout out to an ASU grad, they picked up Lou Groza, award-winning, greatest of all-time college kicker, Zane Gonzalez, who I got to meet at Browns camp.
So he's going to be the highest scoring member of that team?
Yes, and I actually have a bet with one of my friends who's a Browns fan.
That he will be the highest scoring member of the team?
Yes.
You're going to win that
Yes. Bet. So, $50 worth of beer next year in Canton, all mine.
Damn.
But I don't think they're going to come out on top against the Steelers.
No.
But I think they're going to be an interesting team to watch this year. They won all 4 of their preseason games. And we know preseason doesn't really mean anything. They don't game plan. A lot of times they're not running
the coaching staff gets to spin their wheels and pick the plays and whatnot. So.
But I think there was more in preseason for the Browns this year than there were for a lot of teams. So I think we saw more from the Browns in preseason than we would have seen from some of the other teams. So that's just my prediction. I could be totally wrong, and there's nothing writing on this. So
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you, me, and that other guy who's
not here.
I don't know where he is. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we might have something in the works. Whoever has the most picks at the end of this season, I think that'd be fun.
Well, I mean, this isn't. I did pick the Steelers to win, so I think we're still good. I'm just saying the Browns might surprise us all this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for it. All my family in Cleveland. I'm hoping that you all have a happy
Yeah,
football season.
I've got family who, I've got family in Ohio. I mean, my favorite cousins who now live in Colorado, they originated from Ohio. So I've got like a second great uncle or something who was actually a coach for the Buckeye basketball team back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got ties to Ohio. So I would love to see the Browns somehow, some way, probably not this year, but somewhere like 30 or 40 years down the road, become a good team and win a Super Bowl, and that'd be cool.
And if the Browns, for some reason, like defy all odds and beat the Steelers this week, I will happily take that loss.
That would be incredible.
Because I would love that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a typical AFC slog.
Yeah.
Just like our next game, which is...
Hold on, Alex. What's your pick for this game?
Yeah.
No, it's the fucking Steelers. Let's move on.
All right. Our next game is Cincinnati versus Baltimore.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I know.
You go first.
I
Wait,
don't...
let's let Alex go first.
Alex, what's your pick? Interesting.
But why? I don't know if I agree with that, but you go next.
I don't have nice things ever really to say about either of these teams.
Like Vontaze Burfict?
I don't care that he was an ASU grad. He's got a trashy attitude.
I was going to ask if you had like
got
a
trashy attitude.
That, so, yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Ravens T-Sizzle, also an ASU grad. Also
True.
Not a huge T-Sizzle fan.
Who's T-Sizzle? Tyrell Suggs?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Terrell, my dear, Terrell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Terrell.
Or you could say Terrell.
He comes back often, actually. Alex actually played softball with him one time.
Yeah, I hear he's
just a random pickup
he's
game.
a super nice dude.
I've heard he is. Yeah, I've heard he's nice.
But I picked Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a typical like division slog. These games.
These early divisional games are gonna
They're
be.
always slogs. They're
yeah.
always like I think it's gonna be pretty low scoring. I don't think anybody's gonna break the 20 mark.
I agree.
But I think weirdly, I think Baltimore is gonna. I think they're gonna take it.
Yeah.
Maybe by a couple points.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Ravens, because the defense is better than the Bengals offense, I think. I think the Bengals are... We're going to do what the Bengals do. They're going to win some games. They might vie for the wild card. They won't go past the wild card. Sorry.
Yeah.
Again, that Ohio connection, it makes me sad to say so, but I don't know.
I know.
Who's their head coach? Marvin Lewis?
No.
He's a fucking moron. He's terrible at game planning. He's not a great coach. That team is always going to be limited by their head office. So, and that Ravens defense is great. They're going to be ugly as shit this year.
Yep. They beat the shit out of lots of people.
Yeah.
They injure a lot of people, which
They like to hurt people.
doesn't make me happy. But they're going up against Vontaze, and Vontaze likes to
Hurt people.
Yeah, although he might be suspended for this game.
Mm.
I think he got.
Yeah,
I think he got a suspension. Here, let me look it up. Really
See,
fast.
I remember
the
that
powers
hit.
of the internet.
No, I remember there was a hit during the preseason.
Which I thought was totally legal.
It was clean. It was a good clean hit, but it was a nasty hit. So I feel like
it was one of those beautiful, like, one of the reasons that you love to watch good defenses play.
Because it was a beautiful
because it was
hit.
a beautiful. I thought it was a legal hit, but
it was visceral as hell.
But
it was a good
the new
hit.
NFL rules about heads and crowns and
Two-hand
shoulders,
touch.
and I mean,
Yeah.
just strap some fucking flags on and
Pretty much.
and go out and play with the girls. I mean, at this point, the lingerie football league is probably hitting harder than what this league will in the next couple of years. So, but yeah, he's suspended. So
He is suspended.
he is suspended.
All the more reason to go with the Ravens.
So yes.
All right, moving on.
All right. So next up, we've got Tampa, the Bucks, and the Dolphins. Now, we don't even know when this game is going to happen because they're worried about hurricanes and talk about maybe moving it to Friday or suggestions from my Twitter friends that they should move it to Friday. I can't keep all y'all's tweets straight.
How long is Hurricane Irma supposed to hang around?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I live in Phoenix, so I pay very little attention to the weather forecast.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty much always just hot.
Yeah. I guarantee you that Hurricane Irma does more damage than Hurricane J. I gotta go with the Bucks. I think the Bucks are gonna be interesting this year. I think they're gonna be a lot of fun to watch. I think And I was not high on Jameis Winston when he first came into the league because of all of his problems in college, and he seemed really immature, and I'm not going to say out of shape because I would look like an asshole if I called a professional athlete out of shape.
Unless you're Mike Tolbert and we'll call you out of shape.
Sure, yeah. Compared to Mike Tolbert, like I look like fucking Brad Pitt.
I mean, I'm not sure I'd go that far.
Thanks, Paige.
I'm sorry.
That insult went way deeper than any ball color will throw this weekend.
Well played, sir.
Thank you.
Nicely played.
Thank you.
I think Mike Evans is a fucking beast, and I don't
too.
think there's anything Miami can do to stop it.
I agree.
And so I'm picking Tampa.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa too. Like I was saying earlier, I think Jameis Winston matures every year he's in the league. I think he went from being this weird, goofy kid that nobody's really certain about to being a bona fide leader. And I think that team is going to keep improving and keep getting better with him under center. And the team as a whole keeps improving too. Like I think the NFC South is going to be a really, really interesting division to watch between the Falcons and the Bucs.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And the Panthers as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be, sorry, Saints. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Buccaneers.
Yep.
Alex? Show me potato salad. Potato salad.
Potato salad. All right, so next up, the game for us homers. The Cardinals and the Lions.
It's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit.
Cardinals.
Yes.
Here's the thing about the Cardinals. I think I'm picking the Cardinals. They're going to win convincingly, and I think it's going to give the team a false sense of confidence early on. And it sucks to say that, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. So I'm also picking the Cardinals. I think even if the Lions' game plan is to stack the box against David Johnson, DJ, my man.
Any team's goal at this point should be
you
to
can't.
stack the box.
I don't think you're going to be able to even limit Larry. So you've got two weapons.
Yeah.
You know, one of which who's a baller running back and played wide receiver. So he also catches a shit ton of balls. Almost 1,000 yards rushing and receiving last year. David Johnson is a fucking monster.
Think he's going to go 2K this year?
I mean, I don't see why not.
1,000 catching, 1,000 rushing?
If he could do that shit with our offensive line last year, I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, our offensive line
So as long as he's
great.
I think he would have gotten it last year if he had stayed healthy. So,
yeah.
So there's no reason to think that the Lions are really gonna.
They're
not going to be able to stop. And our defense, I'm a homer. But until I go on my rant about Carson Palmer.
Do you want to do that now and get it over with? Or
No.
Right.
No. We'll save it.
Save it for another day.
Yeah.
All right.
Got to give him something to come back to. But I just don't think there's any reason to think the Lions can do anything.
Lions fans, from what I'm hearing, think that this might be the year. I think that might just be hype because Stafford got paid. And
I've been hearing the same shit from Lions fans and Browns fans and Chargers fans and Cardinals fans, for that matter.
I think
for a long time.
All the Cardinals fans I speak to are very, very reserved in their expectations. I'm very reserved in my expectations.
Optimistic.
I wouldn't even go that far. I'm reserved. I'm like, if they win, yeah. If they don't, okay. It's like, Christmas morning. If you expect socks, anything that's not socks is fucking awesome. So I don't know. I hope for a winning season. I don't see. I don't know. Let's get into that later.
Yep.
It's hard to predict this early on.
It really is.
But I'm guessing Alex is going to pick the. Yeah. All right.
All right. Next up, we have the Colts in LA playing the Rams.
I'm going to go first on this one because Andrew Luck is not going to be playing. And without Andrew Luck, you don't have Colts. Sorry. You might have Philip Dorsett, but I think what made... Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Philip. No, actually, Philip Dorsett's in fucking New England now.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett. I think he's got some potential. I think that win he had last season was like 99% Belichick. No, Colts are going to be a fucking dumpster fire. That Rams defense is going to rip that.
These LA teams are
apart.
screwing up my whole brain.
Yeah, imagine if you were a fan of St. Louis or San Diego. Cardinals fans will welcome you, Chargers fans, with open arms. You're only 5 hours away by car. You all look good.
Yeah, welcome to the bandwagon. Red and white, great.
I don't know if I call it a bandwagon, but I mean, it's close enough.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like
if you hopped on and like after 2008, sorry, the Midwestern roots are coming through. If you hopped on after 2008 and hopped off in like 2011,
then you're a dick.
Yeah. I've been a fan since 93. So I've lived through some pretty trash years. And very few really amazing ones.
Just the one.
We've had some. But it's been a rough go.
Yeah.
So
Chargers. I'm sorry, Rams.
Rams. I know. Sorry, the LA. The whole this whole LA having multiple teams
Vegas
is really screwing shit up.
Yeah.
The Rams. So I'm also picking the Rams. I think the game won't be close unless Aaron Donald doesn't end his holdout and he's out. And I think then if the Rams are minus Aaron Donald, I think it's going to be a little closer. But regardless, I don't think the Colts can pull it out.
I don't think so either.
I think it's going to be Rams.
I think their defense is non-existent. Their running game is non-existent. Andrew Luck is the only thing that team really has going for them, sadly, and I think they know it. It's the Rams.
Yeah.
Alex? Okay.
All right. So
Who's next?
we've got the Panthers at the 49ers.
Ooh. Should we just make this one a quick one?
I think if any game is poised for weird-ass upset of the week, it's this game. But I am going Panthers.
The Niners have a new head coach. They've got a new GM. I don't know who their quarterback is again. Really good quarterbacks in the NFL have become such a massive commodity. Like it's so weird how like few and far between really good quarterbacks have become in the league. And it's also kind of weird that like running backs have become like a feature. And maybe that's a result of quarterbacks
we
being
just talked about this. Brian Hoyer, right?
It's Hoyer the Destroyer.
Hoyer.
For the Niners?
Yeah.
Panthers, sorry. Panthers.
Yeah.
No.
I know. And I don't think anybody can stop Greg Olsen. So I think even if you take all the weapons away,
Greg Olsen,
they still have Super Cam and
Christian McCaffrey is going to add a whole new level to that offense, a whole new dimension to it. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to be what that team needs to make it to the push and go to a next Super Bowl. Maybe not this year, but in the near future.
Yeah.
I think he's dynamite. I think he's just going to tear it up. He might be, I don't want to say the next David Johnson, but I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. He's going to break a lot of ankles.
Yeah, and David Johnson came out of northern Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically nowhere.
Yeah.
And surprised a shit ton of people.
Iowa.
So yeah.
Yeah. No, McCaffrey's going to be great. He's gonna blow that offense.
He's mad talented.
Yeah.
Watching him play in college was exhilarating. He
was making a fool of Luke Kuechly in practices and scrimmages. Kid's good.
Yeah.
So Panthers all the way.
Yep. Agreed. Alex. All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works.
Have you seen that old redneck guy doing the Carolina Panthers rap from like a couple years ago?
No.
Oh my god.
Apparently I need to YouTube this.
Maybe we'll post a link or something.
Okay.
It was amazing. You haven't seen that, really? No. It's like this big heavy set dude with a big old like porn mustache and Carolina Panthers. We came to win this game. We call football and something shame probably.
No.
That was great.
Not a clue. I'm gonna bring it back because I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna be like, oh my god, guys, this is new. I'm really excited.
I'm on the cusp of trends.
Yeah. It's like when
Look at me, I'm the Apex football fan.
I know. It's like when I introduced my cousin who's like 25 to the Breakfast Club, and like all she was listening to after that was Simple Minds.
Yeah.
Oh, weird, total sidetrack from football, but one of those weird facts.
We can always take a break for Breakfast Club. I love Breakfast Club.
David Bowie turned down the song that Simple Minds then took and then made a fucking hit out of for the Breakfast Club. Well, David Bowie, you damn fool. That song was great. Yeah. But I actually think Simple Minds did a better job.
Bowie's that guy who's if he loves a song enough, he'll do it himself, but would have done it himself. Rest in peace.
Yes.
But he wrote so much music for so many other people. Like Mott the Hoople's most famous song, All the Young Dudes. It was fucking David Bowie. He wrote it sitting Indian style on the floor of a hotel room because he was both fans and friends with Mott the Hoople, and they needed a hit because they were like in danger of not making it as a band. Like financially, they were about to just call it quits.
I didn't know that.
So fucking Bowie sat down and wrote him a song, and it was a massive fucking hit and saved the band. And he wrote it in like a half an hour. Bowie's just a fucking genius.
I want to be a fraction that good at anything in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to look as good as Bowie did.
I'm that good at drinking beer, but I need something that can make me money. I want to be that good at something that makes me money.
Well, give it time. We've got 39 subscribers on YouTube right now.
Woo! Thank you guys, friends, family, and randos on the internet.
Hi, Dad.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
And my husband.
We have more subscribers. The number of subscribers we have on YouTube is higher than the number of quarterbacks the Broncos will have before they go to the next Super Bowl. Something to be proud of.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't be proud of that in life.
The number of subscribers we have on YouTube is now higher than the number of beers that Johnny Manziel can drink in one sitting.
Shit.
We're impressive as fuck.
Accomplishments.
I know.
I'm so proud of us.
We're some awesome motherfuckers right now.
I know. Seriously.
Cheers, Johnny.
Thanks, guys.
All right, what's next?
So this, I think, is going to be my favorite game of the week to watch.
Whoa, hold on. Do we need like
aside from Cardinals,
the air horn right here?
Although I'm going to say Cardinals games make me fucking nervous, and I pace back and forth. And my husband tweeted a couple weeks ago how he's never seen me swear, and I swear a lot, you guys, but he's never seen me swear more than when Carson Palmer's on the field.
Fucking A.
And so Cardinals games are like aneurysms in waiting for
Cardiac Cardinals is their long-standing nickname.
Completely. But Seattle and Green Bay. Seattle playing in Green Bay.
Yeah, that's my game of the week right there.
Yes.
That is the second draft game of the week.
I think it's going to be a hell of a game.
I think so too. It always is. Something always goes fucking wrong when those two teams play, and it's like entertaining as hell every single time.
Every time.
And the both fan bases get so salty.
Pumped. Yes.
Yeah, whether they win or lose,
crazy.
they get so salty.
Yeah.
And I like just sitting back and watching them. Like,
yeah. And I'm definitely not a fan of really either team. If you made me pick between the two, I'd pick the Packers. However, that was a little diminished last year when I was in Canton.
Sure.
And I didn't have anybody that I was super excited about getting inducted, but I was there with girlfriends like I am every year. And they turned Canton, Ohio into Little Green Bay. They travel crazy well. So imagine what it's going to be like at home, season opener. I think Green Bay is gonna win this one.
I think so too, for a very strange reason. Because Aaron Rodgers broke up with Olivia Munn.
Superstition, folks.
No, I'm not joking.
It's like the Tony Romo effect.
Yeah, single Rodgers fights with more veracity and more determination and more focus than Aaron Rodgers, who's getting some on the regular. It's a fact.
Here, folks.
And it's going to be the Seahawks. It's going to be the season opener. It's going to be at home, and he's single again, so he's going to come out. He's going to throw a fucking left-handed just for kicks, just because he's going to be playing with such a chip on his shoulder. No, I agree. I'm going to pick the Packers, though I do honestly have a healthy rivalry respect for the Seahawks. I think they're honestly probably going to take the division. Honestly.
I think. The only way, I will say, I think Green Bay is going to pull it out, but I think the only way that they really win is if they find some way to stop Russell Wilson.
But they got Jordy Nelson back. The Packers do.
I think he's one of the least exciting players on that team.
Jordy Nelson? Really?
Yes. Yeah. But I just
don't like the cut of his jib.
I just don't think his... not even from a fantasy perspective, but you look at the numbers, I just don't think the output... maybe this year when Aaron Rodgers is back on his game, if he ends up being back on his game, maybe Jordy will receive some kind of shot in the arm.
That was a weird thing last season, too. I mean, you and I play fantasy, obviously. We've got sort of a second draft league going with wherever you went, Alex, a bunch of other friends. And I had Aaron Rodgers last year, and he was the second highest scoring quarterback.
Yeah, and you
in terms
wanted
of
to dump
fantasy
him all year. You were pissed about him all year.
because he had no chemistry with his receivers last season. I honestly thought that maybe there was some kind of a vendetta between him and his receivers. Like somebody slept with somebody's wife or something. I don't know. Because they were just like getting hit the numbers and not catching the ball. They just didn't give a shit. But I hope, well, I don't know, hope. I'm assuming that's all in the past now, and I think the Packers are going to be back on their A game.
Yeah.
So whatever weird shit happened last season, I hope it's water under the bridge and they come out swinging. And again, I have a healthy respect for the Seahawks, but I hope they come out swinging, and I hope they punch the Seahawks in the face.
Yeah, amen.
Right off the bat.
And I hope, you guys, if you haven't noticed a trend already, I graduated from ASU, so I'm always up on what ASU alums are doing in the NFL. I'm really hoping Demarius Randall just comes out and eats the shit out of the Seahawks offense. Kid's quick. So, but I think it's going to be a great game. I'm
so too.
really excited to watch it.
I agree.
It's definitely the game I'm most excited about this
week.
week.
It's going to be explosive. It's I think by far going to be the most interesting game of week 1 by a long shot.
Yeah, and I think by the end of it, Green Bay's secondary is going to be exhausted.
Oh, absolutely.
So if they can, so stamina is key.
Yeah, no, I think the Packers have that more than the Seahawks do, honestly. So, yeah.
We'll hope. Yeah, I love to see division rivals go down, so boo Seahawks.
Again, I do respect the Seahawks.
I do too,
I've
but
been
I'm just
to Century
saying,
Link. I've
I'm
got
just
a
saying,
Russell Wilson jersey.
I'm a Cardinals fan. I can't get too nice about the Seahawks.
Sure, yeah.
So next up, we have the Giants and the Cowboys.
Another interesting.
And weirdly, announced today just before we started recording.
Breaking
news. Breaking news, you guys.
Second draft. Subscribe, like, comment. Do whatever you want. We don't care.
It's good. Drink beer. Just drink lots of beer and we'll be happy.
Many beers.
I'm going to need one here soon.
Yes.
But
you're supposed to drink when you cheers.
I'm sorry.
She's new.
Football has me all excited, you guys.
So excited you forgot to drink your beer.
I know. Give me football or beer. I'm going to pick football.
Give me a football or give me death.
As long as I have scotch in the cabinet, we're good.
Yeah, and bearing that, give me alcohol. I won't be quite as happy, but I'll be content.
So, breaking news. Zeke is in for the first week.
Fucking weird.
So, any of you who have him in fantasy, you should be really fucking happy.
Well, not week 2, but week 1.
But week 2 is going to suck for you, and maybe week 3 and 4 and so on. But Cowboys are going to have Zeke.
Yeah, and that offensive line.
Yeah.
So, you want me to go ahead? I'll go first. I may as well. I've already interrupted you. I may as well just follow through.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. That offensive line, it's almost cliche at this point to say that the Dallas Cowboys have a good offensive line, but holy shit, they've got the best offensive line in football. And for the season opener, they are going to have undoubtedly one of the best running backs in the league running behind that offensive line. If Zeke wasn't playing, I would be almost slightly inclined to maybe say the Giants would have a shot. I think it's still going to be an interesting game. I'm not as high on Eli as a lot of Giants fans and NFL fans in general seem to be. I don't think Odell Beckham Jr. is underrated. I think he's great. I think he's going to be killer. I see Dallas taking this one. I do. I think they're overall the better team. And I think the Giants might do something this season, but I think the Cowboys are going to keep those good times rolling.
Yeah, and I mean, I just looked it up out of curiosity. Right now, well, as of Sunday, sorry. Cowboys by 3.5 points.
Those are the betting odds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I am weirdly, I think this is like my second upset of the week, maybe. I think the Giants might be able to pull this out.
You're taking the Giants. We're going to put it up there?
Yeah, we're going to put it up there.
It's up there forever.
Giants, you guys, my children will be embarrassed if I ever have any.
Well, no.
Maybe I won't now, just because I'm going to be so embarrassed.
I'm going to show them this video, just to be like, look at your mom.
It'd probably be one of the least embarrassing things I've done in life. Really? Honestly, yeah.
But it will be one of the few things your children have seen you be embarrassed doing.
This is true. I rarely on film or camera, video, rarely. So, But anyways.
So you're picking the Giants? Yeah. Giants, Cowboys, Alex. Interesting pick,
Yeah.
Alex.
Who knew? All right, next up.
Mm-hmm.
Saints and Vikings in Minnesota.
In Minnesota, that brand new stadium. I really want to see that stadium in person.
I hear it's awesome.
I've heard the Falcons stadium is great too, but they've had some issues getting that roof to work.
Hey, and Chick-fil-A on Sundays, which I don't... Are they going to be open on Sundays?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Are
For
they
those of you who don't
changing
know,
their philosophy on Sundays and family time?
They could stand to change their philosophy on a lot of things. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Chick-fil-A is actually run by...
Christians.
Well, I was going to use the unpolitically correct term and call them fundies, but let's say Christians.
Oh, yeah.
So typically they're closed on Sundays. And,
hey, their employees are so fucking happy. Like...
Oh yeah, they're all going to heaven.
I mean, the college kids at ASU.
And they get those waffle fries for free.
Those
like that's
waffle
a
fries
1-2
are
combination.
bomb.
Like
Yeah. Give me Chick-fil-A chicken tenders and Raisin Cane sauce, and I'm a happy girl.
Raisin fucking Canes, dude.
But
Raisin
I need
Canes is
chicken
amazing.
and fried chicken.
I'm
all about the fried chicken.
I don't need Chick-fil-A when I got Raisin Canes. They're amazing. But yeah, the Saints and the Vikings. Wow, I'm actually kind of at a loss here. Not because I'm not well versed in either team, but just because this is the one game I don't see maybe a clear outcome.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see whether or not Adrian Peterson comes out and plays with a chip on his shoulder, coming out against his former team. Breezy is. This is.
I know it's a tough one.
Yeah, as weird as it is to say, like this is like a contract year for Drew Brees. I don't know if that means he's going to play harder, or if he's going to take it easy. He never takes it easy.
No, I mean he always seems to give it everything he's got.
So this is going to come down to Brees versus the Vikings defense. And how good do you think the Vikings defense is going to be?
I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
Good enough to stop Brees? Snead is going to be suspended. He's out.
Yep.
That's one less weapon.
But they have Dalvin Cook.
That's true. They lost Brandon Cooks, though. That's another huge weapon loss. I'm talking myself into taking the Vikings. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Brees is amazing, and he's got nobody to throw to. But they've got a great run game. But Minnesota's run defense is pretty decent.
Yeah, and they've got Dalvin Cook.
I'm gonna take the Vikings.
I'm going Vikings too.
Yeah?
I think Dalvin Cook and I just don't and the Vikings defense. Even if they're like good and not great.
Yeah.
I just don't see the Saints pulling this one out.
No, I think I agree.
But I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah. What do you think Alex is gonna pick? Who do you think he's gonna pick? It's a toss-up. I don't know.
You'd probably go Vikings.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
let's see.
What are you saying, Alex?
Another interesting pick by he who is not here.
Oh, and by the way,
It's
guys,
so
that was the early Monday night game.
Yeah, it's weird how he's not here and that
I
shit
know.
keeps... I think he hacked us.
It's rude, Alex. Super rude. So the night for us on the West Coast, the night Monday night game.
Is it the morning Monday night game?
No, it's like late afternoon Monday night game.
Okay, I was going to say, have they changed the time zones?
It's at 4:10.
Oh, wow. So
the Saints Vikings kick off at 4:10.
Yeah, it's actually
Pacific time in Arizona.
It's a doubleheader on Monday for those of you who are not keeping up.
Yep.
You should be. Pay attention.
So the Monday night game is the Chargers at the Broncos.
Oh, divisional fucking grudge match. I like it. I'm gonna say, did you want to go first or I'll go? We should let Alex go first. The Broncos are his favorite team.
Yeah,
Alex?
go Alex.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I'll go next. Broncos. By a hair. Yeah. They let TJ Ward go, which is a huge mistake and a travesty, I think. They don't know what the fuck they're going to do with their quarterback. Their quarterback situation is so weird. It's always been weird since Peyton Manning left. I mean, for those of you who weren't aware, and there's a whole lot of controversy surrounding him, but Colin Kaepernick was actually poised to be the next Broncos quarterback. They were going to pick him up maybe as a backup. So we're going to get a little political here. because everybody thinks that Colin Kaepernick has been blacklisted by the NFL because of his protests. That's bullshit, because John Elway wanted him and Kaepernick wanted too much money. The Seahawks kicked the tires. He wasn't a good fit there. Somebody else did too.
They looked at him in Miami.
Yes, they looked at him in Miami.
They looked at him in...
Harbaugh looked at him in Baltimore.
Yeah, I thought
the kid, let's just put it to rest once and for all so we don't have to talk about it the rest of the season. He's not being blacklisted. He's just not very good, and he overvalues himself in terms of salaries.
So I think you're half right.
Okay.
I think...
He's being blacklisted because he's terrible.
He's by no means an amazing quarterback. But let's look at, go back and look at when he went to a Super Bowl and the offensive makeup.
This is actually a really good discussion.
And then look at him 5 years down the road or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I can't count you guys.
It's like 4, I think.
Something, yeah. And look at the vast difference in offensive makeup and scheme, and strategy, and shit. That fucking offensive line was just total trash.
Yeah.
So,
the 49ers offensive line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I think it's a product of him not being an amazing quarterback. Mm-hmm. On top of that, he wanted too much money. Yeah. But I don't think the people who are saying he's a trash quarterback, and there's a lot of you people out there, look at the numbers, and I don't have them all pulled up, and I could, but I would have to dig through my bookmarks. But he is not a bad quarterback. He's not a great quarterback.
No, he's a serviceable
But in
backup.
the right system, with the right offensive line, he's actually serviceable, and he went to a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So stop saying he's trash and say he wants too much money for the value he brings.
Yes, let's say that.
And that I am in full. That's my position, is he wants too much value for the money he brings. And is there some race issues possibly with some of the team owners? I wouldn't be shocked if some team owners didn't want him because of the attention he draws.
I think the Giants
and all the people like you people trashing him and saying nasty things about him on Twitter, shame on you. But I think it's a product of him just not coming down in salary. Yeah. And that was the main reason why Cardinals picked Blaine Gabbert instead of taking Kaepernick, is Gabbert's willing to take less than $1 million, and from what I've seen, Cap isn't.
No, Cap wants.
And so you want you want starter money for backup.
Yeah.
Play. That's just not going to work for anybody.
Going to offer a retort.
If it were baseball, maybe there's no salary cap.
Yeah. Well, baseball's fucking weird. I'm going to offer a retort because I do think you're right. I think his Super Bowl run is not a litmus test for Kaepernick's skill level because of the type of quarterback he is, the type of system that came into the NFL at that point, and what changed after that Super Bowl run. Tim Tebow was drafted to the Broncos a year before Kaepernick. A year after Kaepernick, or I think it was either the same year or the year after RG3 was drafted. The thing that all three of them had in common was they were very successful mobile quarterbacks in college. They all came to the NFL at the exact same time, that same 3-year span window. They're all very successful. Well, not so much RG3 because of his injury.
Yeah, that poor guy got it.
Yeah, but the thing is the NFL defenses were not ready for that mobile quarterback system. And it caught everybody off guard. And Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl, and everything was great. And as soon as that season was over, all the defenses got hip to it. And they all knew how to cover that shit. So Kaepernick was snuffed out of relevancy. Tebow is... Who the fuck knows where Tebow is now? RG3, if not for his injuries, maybe he'd still kind of be lingering around, but he is gone in about the same amount of time. They came into a very fortuitous point in the NFL's shift in paradigms or systems, if you will, and there was a very short window for them to succeed.
Yeah, and they don't have Pete Carroll coaching. So,
yeah, and
I mean, Pete's a master strategist.
He really is. Yeah. But I think Kaepernick. I feel bad for the kid because I don't think he's a bad kid at all. I've got nothing against him personally. I respect what he's doing with the protests.
He's he's far more respectful about his views than people are about their views about him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I think he came into the NFL in a very short window that was very fortuitous for his skill set. and that window is closed. And because he went to a Super Bowl, I think maybe he refuses to recognize that. He needs to change his game, just like Tebow maybe would still be in the NFL if he changed his skill set and he recognized his body type was suitable for tight end position, for example. But,
well, and you're not going to get those guys to shift.
No, and I get why they don't shift. But at the same time, you can't be expected to have people throw tens of millions of dollars at you to not produce, because what you were good at is no longer relevant for the league.
Right. And I mean, and you know, the guy who comes up out of nowhere and wins a Super Bowl like Kurt Warner. Right. I mean, Kurt worked with Cap.
He did.
And
Kurt Warner
it's still, you know, so I don't know if he's just not willing to work that hard at his craft, or, you know, I mean, I don't think there's a single quarterback in recent memory that worked as hard to get where he was as Kurt Warner did.
I agree. And
he fought. He worked in a fucking supermarket. So from supermarket to Super Bowl, twice, you know, and stand-up dude. Yeah. But a work ethic that didn't quit. Yeah. And a belief in his talent and abilities that also didn't quit.
And a humbleness. Yes. That I think Kaepernick maybe lacks a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Cap would be stocking shelves at the local grocery store. No. And Kurt did. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm a huge Kurt fan. Glad he got a ring, even if it was with the Rams.
No, I don't I don't begrudge the Rams getting that Super Bowl at all. Like, the greatest show on turf, they were phenomenal. They were unbelievable.
I know.
They deserved it.
It was a pleasure to watch as a football fan.
And Kurt Warner being inducted in the Hall of Fame is a first ballot inductee, isn't he?
No.
He wasn't a first round ballot? Mm-mm. No, he's been nominated before?
Second.
Really?
It's the second ballot.
Either way, like, he did it super fast in terms of, you know, after being retired, but completely and utterly deserving of it. Regardless of which team you're a fan of and how you feel about the Cardinals or the Rams, you just fully deserves it. Not just for being a dynamite quarterback, but also just being a nice human being. So. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that was the last game, wasn't it? We haven't actually picked winners. We got off on a massive tangent.
Oh, I'm going Denver.
I'm going Denver, too. I think we actually...
Although, I will say, I think Denver's going to have a hard time with Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, I love you. Yeah. I love watching you play defense. You make me happy. Yeah. But I just think... I really think that Bosa is, like, the one thing that they're going to have a tough time with. And if they can overcome that, it'll be an easy win.
We'll see how that defense...
It'll be interesting to watch.
...adapts without T.J. Ward, the Broncos defense. We'll see how that offense adapts, really not having a quarterback at this point.
Hey, Brock is 6'8", you guys. Except at Combine, he measured like 6'6" and 7/8". And I'm putting it on a shirt.
That is a huge, huge homer thing to say. Brock Osweiler sucks. Sorry.
He was a fine college quarterback. Fine. Not great, not good. He was fine.
So was Kaepernick.
He was fine.
So was Matt Leinart.
But don't bring USC quarterbacks into this.
So is Matt Barkley. And there's another one.
You know who else is a fine quarterback, but not a great quarterback?
From USC?
From USC. Carson Palmer.
I think he's a good quarterback. I don't know.
He's fine. He throws into triple coverage regularly.
If he had managed to bypass that whole time at Oakland and go straight from Cincinnati to Arizona, I think
he got fucked up in Cincinnati.
Yeah, more of those prime years here.
I think by James Harrison. I think that was who that took.
Fucking James Harrison.
I love James Harrison.
He stole our Super Bowl from us.
We stole that Super Bowl from ourselves.
But James Harrison helped. We were like, here, James Harrison, have the Super Bowl. And he was like,
know.
Thank you. And
the refs helped a bit on that one.
Yeah.
You know. We should do a whole segment on the crazy-ass NFL rule changes this year.
We should. And
celebrations. So how much... the question I've been asking since I started watching football, how much celebration is too much celebration?
When they start getting naked, it's too much celebration.
I mean, Antonio Brown could get naked,
and
I would be so okay with that. I do love me some Antonio Brown. Julio? You can get naked, Julio.
Group celebrations, as long as they're quick and over with. And again, we're talking fully clothed, not group naked. Those are fine. I was really perturbed when they got rid of the ground celebrations, which got rid of the snow angels for the Snow Bowl games and stuff. I'm glad they brought that back. anything that involves violence, like guns and I think the bow and arrow thing should be fine, because you got a fucking team called the Redskins. They're literally Native Americans who use bow and arrows, whatever. When they start using props and shit, that's when it got weird.
I think Antonio Brown should basically be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think, like, the Graham dunk. Like, Jimmy Graham, when he'd score a touchdown, he'd run up and he'd dunk it. Fucking let him
Spike
do
the
it.
ball.
He's not going to, like, hang off it and bend the fucking goalpost down. He's respectful, but it's fun to do that. Like, the Gronk spike was fun. I'm glad he's allowed to do that again. He kept doing it regardless. But that's Gronk. But, yeah, I mean, they played a really fucking difficult game. Maybe the toughest game in the world, maybe besides hockey. Let them fucking celebrate. I'm fucking celebrating. Yeah, if I'm allowed to celebrate more than the guy who just scored the fucking touchdown, there's something not right.
And I don't get, like, unsportsmanlike and taunting.
Fuck off.
You know how many, like, these guys, I've been close to fields. I can hear what these players are saying to each other. I know what, like, the shit that, when I play in the blondes versus brunette game to raise money for Alzheimer's, and it's blonde chicks versus brunette chicks playing flag football.
What about the redheads?
The redheads are free agents.
You make them be the refs, don't you? You make them be the coaches.
No, they're free agents. But, I know the trash talking in quiet on that field, and it's a charity game. So, there's taunting and stuff.
Of course there is. We know there's all kinds of shit going on in those scrums and those pile-ups when the ball comes loose. Like,
Odell Beckham fits, those should be penalized. Like, his fit last year on the field was a little...
The thing with the net was weird, but it was entertaining. But him and Josh Norman coming to blows, that's fucked up. Like, get those two fuckers off the field.
Yeah, there is a line between... It's like you can watch, like, a soccer game or a hockey game or football, and you can see the refs when they lose control of the game, and then it gets filthy.
Right.
So they got to find... they have... That's a fine line they have to walk. But I don't think that Antonio Brown jumping up on a field goal post should be fined. Or Antonio Brown without a shirt off. Sorry, I'm the ladies whoever are watching will appreciate my
I was not offended at all when AB twerked. It was funny.
I'm more offended when Miley Cyrus twerks.
Well, it's because she does it with no pants on and she's got no ass. Like,
she's weird.
Like, AB's got a better ass than Miley Cyrus does.
AB's got a better everything than most people.
Even a better haircut than Miley Cyrus. Even when he's got that Lego shit.
I love the Lego.
It's still better than Miley Cyrus's hair. So,
yeah.
I don't give a shit. Let him fucking dance and celebrate. Like, scoring a touchdown in the NFL is a fucking Herculean feat. It should be celebrated. It's great. It's awesome.
Unless you're playing against, like, who's the worst defense
the Browns
this year?
Browns just let Joe Hayden go. That's a fucking travesty.
Yeah, unless you're, scoring touchdowns against, like, the Jets.
Yeah, if you score against the Jets, just put the ball down and walk away. Like, you've done enough damage. They're going to go home and kill themselves anyway, so just... yeah. But it's part of fucking football. It's a visceral, emotional, high-energy sport, and for them to be barred from celebrating a touchdown is just counterintuitive to it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to take that aggression and that emotion and those feelings, and they're going to bottle them up, and they're going to go do something stupid in the next play.
Yeah, and they're going to go Vontaze perfect on people.
Exactly. So it's not just a celebratory thing; it's an outlet too. Like, it's a release. Like,
yeah,
we
the
fucking scored. Yeah. Yeah, you're peacocking.
I mean, I'm not a dude, but I mean, I can imagine.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys, that's our takes on this week's games.
Yeah. So you know how to bet. You know who to, which defenses and offenses to go heavy on your fantasy league.
We got you guys.
Yeah, and if you lose, we don't care.
Yeah, disclaimer. Yeah. We are not responsible for your betting.
It's going to go on the screen.
Don't call me crying. Don't text me.
Yeah.
You can tweet at me. But
do we want to do the Twitter thing and cross that line? All right, what's your Twitter?
Yeah. At PDenny29.
Damn, she's doing it.
At P as in Paige, Denny29.
You did your full name too.
No, because I've got two last names.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, but we're keeping it simple on the Twitter.
The Twitter.
Yeah, and DT finally has a Twitter account.
Just because of this, because of the second draft.
It's all because of you
I am
guys.
rather staunchly opposed to social media in all of its many facets. I'm still not going to do the fucking Facebook thing. So any of you who, for some reason whatsoever, may try and look for us on Facebook, we're not there.
I've got one.
But you don't need Facebook because you
Twitter's where all my funny shit comes out.
I've read it. It's average. I wouldn't call it funny shit. I would call it...
That's as funny as I get. I'm sorry, you guys. my husband, if you want to follow him, it's bdenny29.
Damn, she's calling him out now.
I know.
But,
he's funny. I'm not.
Yeah. You can catch us on the second draft. It's THE2NDDRAFT on Twitter. We're very easy to find. Yeah. If you don't like any of the picks, leave a comment below because we would fucking love to debate you on our picks.
It's true.
Yeah.
Come at me about my crazy no stakes Browns prediction.
Which is just weird.
Yeah.
You and I might just have to go rounds on the comments on our own. That whole pick. That's strange.
It's good.
So, yeah. Hopefully, we're going to do this every week.
Every week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we'll have Alex.
Where the fuck he is? You guys...
Something about like a 6th anniversary with his fiance. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
My husband recorded a podcast on one of our anniversaries, so... Yeah. Football. Oh, before we go. Fall weddings. Men, don't marry a chick who wants to get married during football season. I'm tired of fucking going to all these weddings during football season. Knock it off.
I'll allow it, but not on Sundays.
Or Saturdays because college football.
Oh, yeah.
Or Thursdays or Monday. So basically, don't get married during the fall.
Tuesday through Wednesday is the window of opportunity for fall weddings.
Just wait.
Just wait till the spring.
Wait until February after the Super Bowl.
March is so much nicer than January or December. Or...
You know, if you live in the eastern part of the country, get married in the summer. If you live here,
never leave your house
get
during the
married
summer.
during not football season. Football season weddings are dumb. Straight up. That's my take.
Okay. Are we going to end on that note?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck it.
Thanks, guys.
This is empty.
I know.
That one's
We're
empty
out.
too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next week.
I feel like that was good. Are you still talking to them or?
I don't know.
Do you still have more to say?
Well, it's still going. You haven't pressed stop.
I can. Well, I mean,
I guess you can do it whenever.
You seem like you have more to say. If you want to just.
I always have more to say, but I'm good.
Okay.
Fall wedding thing.
All right. We'll just stop here then.
Okay.
All right.
All right.